What if I told you there's a book so mysterious, so controversial, that it was hidden from the world for centuries? Well, Elon Musk just cracked it open, and what happened next will blow your mind. The Book of Enoch, an ancient text filled with wild prophecies, secret knowledge, and connections to otherworldly beings, has always been shrouded in mystery. But now, with cutting-edge technology and a mind like Musk's diving in, are we on the verge of uncovering secrets humanity was never meant to know? Elon Musk isn't just playing around with rockets and AI, he's on a mission to crack the secrets of the universe. From SpaceX's plan to colonize Mars, to Neuralink's wild experiments with brain-computer interfaces, the guy is pushing the limits of what we thought was even possible. But here's the thing, what if he's not actually discovering anything new? What if the technology he's chasing, the knowledge he's unlocking, was already written down thousands of years ago, and then deliberately erased? This sounds crazy, right? But stick with me. There's an ancient text, older than the Bible, more mysterious than anything you learned in Sunday school. It's called the Book of Enoch. And let me tell you, this book is not your typical scripture. It talks about fallen angels, hidden knowledge, cosmic secrets, and a whole lot of things that don't sound so different from the sci-fi world Musk is diving into. And here's where it gets really weird. This book wasn't just forgotten, it was removed. As in, people in power decided we shouldn't have access to it. So why is it suddenly resurfacing now? And more importantly, does it hold the key to the future of technology? Let's break it down. The Book of Enoch tells the story of a group of angels called the Watchers, beings who weren't just passive observers of humanity, but teachers. And what did they teach? Oh, just some of the most powerful and dangerous knowledge imaginable. How to manipulate the stars, how to forge weapons, how to control forces that humans were never meant to touch. Sound familiar? Because right now we're seeing an explosion of AI, quantum physics, and space travel, fields that for centuries were little more than fantasy. Elon Musk, whether he realizes it or not, is walking a path that's eerily similar to what's described in this ancient text. He's trying to take humanity to new worlds. He's creating machines that think, learn, and evolve. He's talking about artificial intelligence like it's the next step in human evolution. But if the Book of Enoch is right, this isn't just innovation. This is forbidden knowledge making its way back into the world. If Elon Musk is tapping into knowledge that was lost to history, then we have to ask, what exactly was buried in the first place? That brings us to one of the most controversial, mysterious, and downright mind-blowing ancient texts ever discovered, the Book of Enoch. This isn't just some old manuscript collecting dust in a forgotten archive. No, this book refuses to disappear, almost like it was never meant to. And when you dig into what's inside, it's easy to see why. We're talking about fallen angels teaching humanity forbidden knowledge, giants walking the earth, and secrets so powerful they were erased from history. Here's where it gets really weird. The Book of Enoch was deliberately left out of the official Bible, yet it's directly quoted in the Book of Jude in the New Testament. Think about that. A book important enough to be referenced in Scripture, but somehow not important enough to include? Someone, somewhere, decided humanity wasn't ready for what was inside. And now, the big question, why? Could it be because this ancient knowledge is resurfacing? Could the hidden truths of the Book of Enoch be connected to the mind-blowing advancements we're seeing today? AI, genetic engineering, space colonization? Some people believe that figures like Elon Musk and other visionaries aren't just innovating, they're rediscovering. And this is where it gets even more chilling. The Book of Enoch tells of the Watchers, angels who descended to Earth and shared knowledge that humans were never meant to have. They taught astronomy, weapon making, medicine, and even how to manipulate reality itself. It was knowledge so dangerous, so powerful, that it led to the Great Flood, the ultimate reset button. The lesson? Whenever humans get too close to this knowledge, disaster strikes. So here we are in 2025, on the brink of creating super intelligent AI, unlocking the secrets of space, and even merging human minds with machines. Sound familiar? If history is repeating itself, then we might be standing at the edge of something much bigger than we realize. If history is repeating itself, then the Book of Enoch holds the blueprint for what happens next. And what's the most chilling part of that blueprint? The Watchers. These weren't just any angels. They were powerful beings sent to observe humanity, but instead of watching from a distance, they fell. They became obsessed with human women, had children known as the Nephilim, and worst of all, they gave humanity knowledge that was never meant to be shared. And this is where things get really interesting. The Watchers taught humans how to forge weapons, manipulate the stars, and even tap into forces beyond our comprehension. Sound familiar? Think about it. In just a few decades, we've gone from primitive computers to artificial intelligence that can think, learn, and even create. We're on the verge of terraforming other planets, editing human DNA, and merging with machines. It's almost as if knowledge that was once buried, knowledge that got the Watchers punished, is rising back to the surface. And here's where it gets even more unsettling. Some believe that AI is the modern-day equivalent of the Watchers' knowledge. Think about what AI represents. It's intelligence that doesn't belong to us, knowledge that expands beyond human control, something that, if misused, could lead to destruction on a scale we can't even imagine. The Watchers' knowledge led to a world so corrupt and out of balance that it triggered the Great Flood. Could AI and modern technology be leading us down a similar path? Because here's the terrifying truth. We don't know where this road leads. The Watchers may have thought they were helping humanity, but in the end, they unleashed something catastrophic. Today, we stand at a similar crossroads, wielding knowledge that could change everything. The question is, are we any wiser than those who came before us? Or are we about to repeat the same mistakes on a scale bigger than ever before? If AI and forbidden knowledge are resurfacing, what about the other secrets hidden in the Book of Enoch? Because this ancient text doesn't just talk about angels and lost wisdom, it describes something even more mind-blowing, a celestial realm. Enoch wasn't just an ordinary man. He was taken on a journey through the heavens, where he saw things no human had ever witnessed before. He describes strange portals that control the movements of the sun, moon, and stars, gateways to different realms, cosmic highways beyond human comprehension. Now, here's where it gets crazy. What if these weren't just metaphors? Think about what modern physicists are discovering right now. Black holes, wormholes, time dilation, quantum entanglement, concepts that sound more like science fiction, but are proving to be very real. And yet, here they are, described in an ancient text written thousands of years ago. Some researchers have even suggested that the Book of Enoch's descriptions of celestial realms could be early accounts of space travel or multi-dimensional physics. His writings detail encounters with beings who guided him through the cosmos, showing him how the universe works. Sound familiar? Ancient astronaut theorists believe this could be evidence of extraterrestrial contact. And let's talk about Elon Musk for a second. His obsession with space exploration, colonizing Mars, and pushing the boundaries of physics. It's almost as if he's unknowingly chasing something ancient, something buried in history. Musk isn't alone either. Scientists across the globe are working on anti-gravity technology, time warping theories, and even quantum computing, which eerily align with the knowledge that the Watchers, those fallen angels, were said to have passed down to humanity. Some believe that the rapid advancements in space travel and AI aren't just the result of human innovation, but could be part of an ancient cycle, one that was interrupted thousands of years ago. For a book that was once so influential, the Book of Enoch sure has a strange history. It was widely read, referenced in other ancient texts, and even directly quoted in the Bible. And yet, somehow, it was completely erased from mainstream Christianity. Why? Was it too controversial? Did it reveal something the early church didn't want people to know? See, when the Bible was being compiled, religious leaders had to decide which texts made the cut and which were left out. The Book of Enoch? Way too dangerous. It wasn't just a collection of myths. It contained forbidden knowledge about fallen angels, hidden realms, and cosmic secrets that didn't exactly fit neatly into traditional teachings. And here's where it gets even weirder. Some scholars believe its removal was deliberate, an attempt to suppress ancient wisdom that humanity wasn't ready for. Think about it. If this book really contained advanced knowledge of space, time, and technology, wouldn't those in power want to keep it hidden? But here's the thing about buried secrets. They don't stay buried forever. The Book of Enoch is making a comeback as AI pushes the boundaries of human intelligence, as space exploration forces us to question our place in the cosmos. People are starting to look back at what was erased from history. The very knowledge that was once considered too dangerous is suddenly more relevant than ever. Some believe its removal wasn't just about theology. It was about controlling knowledge. If the Watchers really did pass down forbidden wisdom, and if Enoch truly saw things that defy modern science, then this book isn't just ancient mythology, it's a roadmap to something bigger. And let's not forget, Enoch wasn't the only one talking about these ideas. Similar stories appear in other ancient civilizations, from Sumerian myths of the Anunnaki to the Hindu Vedas' descriptions of celestial beings and flying machines. Could all of these legends be connected? And if so, did the Book of Enoch hold a key that we weren't supposed to find? One thing's for sure. This text was removed for a reason, and now that it's resurfacing, we have to ask, what else did Enoch know? And more importantly, are we finally ready to understand it? If the Book of Enoch was truly meant to be erased from history, it's doing a terrible job of staying buried. For centuries, this ancient text remained hidden, except in Ethiopia. While most of the world forgot about it, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church preserved it, considering it sacred. And then, in the 18th century, everything changed. A Scottish explorer stumbled upon copies of the book and brought them back to Europe, reigniting interest in the lost text. But the real bombshell dropped in the mid-20th century, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Among the thousands of ancient documents discovered in the caves of Qumran, scholars found fragments of the Book of Enoch. This wasn't just some fringe mythology. It was a text that had once been considered vital knowledge. The big question, why was it removed in the first place? Now, in the modern era, the book's mysteries are resurfacing in ways no one expected. Think about it. Elon Musk and other innovators are pushing humanity into a future that sounds eerily similar to what's described in the Book of Enoch: space travel, artificial intelligence, the pursuit of hidden knowledge. Are we unknowingly retracing the same steps taken by ancient civilizations? Some believe this isn't just a coincidence. What if the rapid advancements in AI and quantum physics are part of an ancient cycle, one that civilizations before us might have already gone through? Are we rediscovering knowledge that was deliberately hidden? And here's where things get even stranger. If the Book of Enoch was removed to suppress dangerous knowledge, then its return could mean that humanity is once again on the verge of unlocking something powerful, something that could reshape our understanding of reality. But are we ready for it? One thing is for sure. The Book of Enoch refuses to be forgotten. Whether it's a relic of ancient myth or a blueprint for the future, its secrets may be more relevant now than ever. And if Musk and other visionaries are unknowingly following its path, we might be closer than we think to unlocking the truth. If the Book of Enoch is more than just myth, if it actually contains hidden knowledge about the universe, advanced technology, and artificial intelligence, then what does that mean for today's tech revolution? Elon Musk has repeatedly warned about the dangers of AI, calling it one of the greatest threats to humanity. But what if he is unknowingly echoing a story that's already been told? The Watchers, the fallen angels in the Book of Enoch, gifted humanity with knowledge that changed the world, but came at a cost. They introduced weapons, astrology, and even forbidden sciences, leading to chaos and destruction. Sound familiar? Could AI be the modern equivalent of this ancient knowledge? Powerful, transformative, but ultimately dangerous. Look at Neuralink, Musk's company focused on merging human brains with AI. If successful, it would blur the lines between man and machine, allowing thoughts to be transmitted like data. On the surface, it sounds like a technological breakthrough, but it also raises massive ethical and philosophical questions. The Watchers were said to have given humans knowledge beyond their comprehension. Gifts that seemed beneficial at first, but eventually led to ruin. Are we walking the same path? And here's where it gets even weirder. Some scholars and researchers believe that the Book of Enoch wasn't just removed from the Bible because of religious disputes. It was erased to suppress knowledge that could have been too dangerous for humanity to handle. If that's the case, then its return in the modern age might not be a coincidence. As AI advances at breakneck speed, quantum computing becomes a reality, and space travel moves from science fiction to real-world missions. It's hard not to wonder, is the rediscovery of the Book of Enoch a warning? A sign that history is repeating itself? One thing is clear, humanity is on the verge of something massive. Whether AI becomes our greatest tool or our downfall remains to be seen. But if the Book of Enoch has taught us anything, it's that knowledge always comes with consequences. If the Book of Enoch truly holds lost knowledge, then its connections to modern space exploration are even more unsettling. Elon Musk's relentless push toward colonizing Mars might not be a new ambition at all. Instead, it could be the resurfacing of an ancient idea, one that was hidden or erased long ago. In the Book of Enoch, Enoch embarks on celestial journeys, traveling through different levels of the heavens and witnessing cosmic phenomena that sound shockingly similar to modern astrophysics. He describes portals, strange lights, and massive celestial bodies moving in ways that defy earthly logic. Some theorists believe these could be ancient descriptions of wormholes, black holes, or interdimensional travel, concepts that modern scientists are only beginning to understand. Could ancient civilizations have already known about space travel? Musk has repeatedly said that humanity must become a multi-planetary species to ensure survival. His Mars mission is about more than just exploration. It's about securing the future of the human race. But what if this isn't a new idea? What if interplanetary travel existed thousands of years ago and was erased from history? Some even speculate that the Watchers, the fallen angels in Enoch's account, weren't supernatural beings at all, but extraterrestrials with advanced technology. Their knowledge, which included astronomy, engineering, and weapons, could have been remnants of a highly advanced civilization, one that was wiped out or deliberately hidden from later generations. And here's where things take an even stranger turn. Many ancient cultures have myths about gods or beings descending from the heavens, imparting knowledge, and then mysteriously disappearing. Some believe these aren't myths at all, but distorted accounts of actual events, moments in history where humans made contact with higher beings. If that's true, then modern space exploration might not be about discovery. It might be about rediscovery. As Musk and other innovators push forward with space technology, AI, and quantum physics, the parallels between the Book of Enoch and modern advancements are becoming impossible to ignore. Are we following a blueprint that was written thousands of years ago? And if so, was it hidden from us to prevent us from making the same mistakes? The answers might be out there, waiting to be found in the stars, or buried deep within ancient texts that refuse to be forgotten. The resurgence of interest in the Book of Enoch in recent years feels almost too timely. It's as if this lost knowledge is making a comeback just when humanity is on the verge of something big. Think about it. AI is evolving at an unprecedented rate. Space exploration is pushing the limits of what we thought was possible, and transhumanism is no longer just science fiction. The same themes that made the Book of Enoch controversial: dangerous knowledge, cosmic secrets, and the blending of humanity with something beyond itself are at the forefront of modern technological advancements. For centuries, religious leaders and scholars considered the Book of Enoch too radical, too strange, and maybe even too dangerous to be included in the Bible. The Watchers, the fallen angels who gave humanity knowledge beyond its understanding, were seen as a cautionary tale. They taught people how to forge weapons, understand the stars, and manipulate forces they weren't meant to control. If that sounds familiar, it's because we are witnessing something eerily similar today. AI is being developed faster than we can regulate it. Genetic engineering is rewriting the blueprint of life, and billionaires like Elon Musk are determined to take humanity beyond Earth. Are we unlocking knowledge that was once deemed too dangerous? And if so, should we be concerned? Some believe that the Book of Enoch was removed from the Bible precisely to prevent people from accessing this kind of knowledge. But now, as it resurfaces in mainstream discussions, it feels like a turning point in history. Are we finally ready to understand the truths hidden in ancient texts? Or are we on the verge of repeating past mistakes? The Watchers shared knowledge that forever changed the course of human history, leading to both great advancements and catastrophic consequences. Could AI, space colonization, and transhumanism be our modern-day equivalent? One thing is certain. The Book of Enoch is no longer just a forgotten relic of the past. It's here, challenging us to reconsider everything we thought we knew. And as figures like Elon Musk continue to push the boundaries of technology and space, we may be standing on the edge of rediscovering something ancient, something forbidden, and something that could change the future of humanity forever. The Book of Enoch describes the Watchers as fallen angels who gave humanity knowledge it was never meant to have. They taught people how to forge weapons, understand the cosmos, and manipulate forces beyond human comprehension. At first, these gifts seemed like advancements, but they ultimately led to destruction. Now, in the 21st century, artificial intelligence is advancing at an alarming pace, raising an unsettling question. Is AI our modern-day equivalent of the Watchers' knowledge? Elon Musk has been vocal about his concerns. He's called AI a potential demon that could spiral out of human control, warning that if we don't regulate it, we might create something far beyond our ability to contain. It sounds dramatic, but history, or rather mythology, has already given us a cautionary tale. The Watchers' knowledge reshaped civilization, but also led to chaos, corruption, and ultimately, divine intervention. If AI continues to evolve at its current speed, could we be heading toward the same fate? Think about it. AI is already changing the world at a speed that most people can't fully grasp. It's writing our news, generating art, controlling massive financial markets, and even making life-or-death decisions in military applications. It's reaching into every aspect of human existence, just like the Watchers' teachings once did. But the Watchers' story didn't end well. Humanity was deemed unready for their knowledge, and it led to catastrophe. The parallels are impossible to ignore. Musk isn't the only one who sees the dangers. Tech leaders and scientists around the world are warning that AI could outpace human intelligence, creating a future where we're no longer in control. And yet, we continue to push forward, just as the ancient civilizations in the Book of Enoch did. The question is, are we repeating history? Were we warned about this long ago? If the Watchers' knowledge led to the downfall of ancient civilizations, could AI do the same to ours? And more disturbingly, is it possible that the knowledge we are unlocking now was forbidden for a reason? The Book of Enoch paints a haunting picture of what happens when humans gain access to powers they don't fully understand. If artificial intelligence is the modern equivalent of the Watchers' forbidden knowledge, then space colonization might be humanity's attempt to reclaim another lost secret, the ability to travel beyond Earth. Elon Musk's vision of a multi-planetary future isn't just about survival, it's about destiny. As humanity pushes toward Mars, the idea of space colonization feels like an inevitable next step. But what if it's actually a return to something we've forgotten? The Book of Enoch tells the story of Enoch's celestial journey, where he was taken into the heavens and shown the mysteries of the universe. He witnessed the movements of celestial bodies, the mechanics of time, and knowledge that seemed beyond human comprehension. Could these be ancient references to space travel? Some researchers and theorists believe early civilizations had an advanced understanding of astronomy and physics that was mysteriously lost over time. Ancient structures like the pyramids and Stonehenge suggest knowledge of celestial alignments, precise mathematical calculations, and engineering feats that still puzzle scientists today. The question is, did ancient societies once possess technology that allowed them to explore beyond Earth? And if so, was that knowledge deliberately erased? Musk's determination to colonize Mars echoes myths and legends that describe gods, angels, or even ancient humans leaving Earth for the heavens. The Watchers in the Book of Enoch weren't just celestial beings, they were said to have descended to Earth and shared forbidden knowledge with humanity. Some theories even suggest that the Watchers weren't supernatural at all, but extraterrestrial visitors misunderstood by ancient people. If that's the case, then space travel might not be a new frontier, but a forgotten past. As humanity reaches for the stars once again, it raises an eerie question. Are we unknowingly retracing the steps of those who came before us? The idea of lost civilizations, hidden technology, and suppressed knowledge has always fascinated historians and scientists. But if ancient wisdom was buried to prevent humanity from repeating catastrophic mistakes, are we now walking straight into the same fate? Space colonization is often framed as a necessary step for our species' survival, a way to avoid extinction from natural disasters, climate change, or even AI threats. But what if it's something deeper, something embedded in our history? As Musk and other innovators push the limits of space exploration, we may be on the verge of rediscovering knowledge that was hidden for millennia. The real question is, will this knowledge save us, or will it lead to the same downfall that may have erased civilizations before us? So, was the Book of Enoch really meant to be kept from us, or is it finally time to unlock its hidden truths? And with Elon Musk leading the charge, who knows what secrets could come next? Let me know what you think in the comments. Are we ready for this knowledge, or are we messing with something beyond our understanding?